Hello, welcome. It is the Hump Day podcast for May 7th, 2014. This is Gary Lamkin. How you doing? What's going on? All right, guys. It's that's my dog there, walking loud. Shut up! Can't you tell? I'm trying to record a fucking podcast. What's up, guys? What's going on? Huh? I'm home alone. With the dog and my cat. What's going on? We had snow, right? It's May. It's May. Okay, I don't know if Mother Nature got the message, but it's fucking May. But that's it. So I hope you guys are liking these. This is the first one where it's just me alone. All by myself. I had Nikki Glacier, as you guys know. Glacier. And Derek Seguin. And so, yeah. So maybe Derek's... Hey, listen to this, Derek. Welcome, like I said, because I have not a lot of things to say. So I was going to say welcome for an hour. With snow in May, this is pretty bad. I mean, it's cold as shit. You know? Spring. Yeah. Spring the fuck out of here. That's why it's spring. It's pretty shitty. Can't even play a game of street hockey. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do, right? Then the heat's going to come, and I'm going to bitch about the heat. So what's up with you guys this week, huh? What's going on? I don't want to talk about... I just had a topical idea to talk about, but I'm not getting into politics. So fuck that. I'm not that desperate yet. It's only my third podcast. First one by myself, though. That's pretty bad. See, that's what's hard. That's what's hard. Things that sound sexual. That's what's hard. Coming up next on Are You Coming? Do. Wow, 2 minutes in. That was 2 minutes. I had an interesting gig, I guess you could call it. Yeah, it was a gig. I had an interesting gig last week. My mother over there, my mother works at a place, and I don't know why I was going to say it, and it's very risky. She's actually 008. Anyway, so these women were retiring, and they had this supper, and they wanted entertainment, so they found out that I was a comedian of sorts, right? I've been known to make some people laugh. And so they got me in to do some stand-up and to do almost a roast sort of thing, which I've never done before, which is interesting to do, considering the women were, well, how old are you when you retire? Mid-50s? Late 50s? So, and it was all women in the room, which I was not told prior. Well, I'm not sexist, but, you know, I like to think that my humor is catered probably towards more of a younger male persuasion. Is that word? Can I use that word there? Persuasion. So that was interesting. They gave me some information on the women, and I had to come up with some roasty jokes. And they seemed to love it. They seemed to love it. So that was pretty interesting. Got paid pretty good, considering only I can't even speak. Should I start this over? I'm not going to start this over. Fuck it. I got paid pretty good, considering I only did 10 minutes. So yeah, excuse me. But yeah, so I did that. I did that last week, and that went great. I think. I mean, it went good. It went good. And I mean, I'm not gonna say did great. It went great. I'm gonna say did good. My God, guys. Oh my. That's pretty bad. I can't even speak, and my dog is started pacing. Probably hear him, and he always wants to go out. Always, no matter. Why is there? How come every podcast I listen to, they're always talking about dogs? Someone always has a dog, and he's going in to lie down again. He's old, see, and he brittle. He's brittle, I guess. And he always wants to go out. He never has to use every time he goes out. He just wants to go out. That's all he wants to do, just to go out. And he sniffs around, and he barks at the kids up here, because that's all that's on my street are kids and cats. That's it. Kid cats. Sounds like Kit Kat, but nowhere near as cool. So that's all it's up. You can't even play street hockey or anything. As soon as I go outside to do anything like that, kids come over and they jump in the net and they get their, oh, can I play? And they run down and they get their little shitty fucking Fisher-Price sticks. Can I take a shot? No, you can't. Why don't you get your fucking deadbeat dad to come up and... It's pretty bad. I used to like living up here when I was a kid just because I was friends with the people that were here, and most of them have moved. And now it's just me. All by myself. So it's kind of shitty, you know, and there's a lot of them. Like kids and cats. There's cats. I come home every now, you know, when I come home, sometimes there's cats just fucking prancing in my yard, having a tea party, or just fucking there, just meow, meow, fucking beating her ass off the side of my house. Get the fuck out of here, cats. I like cats, you know, and my cat, those little fuckers can go to fuck. So, see a lull there? Maybe that'd be the podcast. Just lulls. I'm trying to actually... I don't know if you can hear me type or not, but I'm trying to do some other stuff here while I talk to you guys, okay? About my cats and kids problem up here. And, yeah. So that pretty much sums up that. Remember the days? Remember the good days? You know, you can go outside and everyone was there and you could play. Remember Chase? Remember that? Those were the days. Or Cops and Robbers, I guess some people call it. Which was, I don't like calling it Cops and Robbers because it seems like it was. I remember one time. Here's funny. Well, I don't know if it's funny. I shouldn't have said that. Here's a story. I was playing, this was years ago now, and I was a kid. We were playing Chase or Cops and Robbers, whatever you may have, whatever you want to call it. And it was daylight, and so I live like kind of in a wooded area almost, and I'm a bum. I live in a tree, actually. Ever read Midsummer Night? Oh, my God! Midsummer Night's Dream? Midsummer Night's Dream. I'm an English major, guys, and, you know... I actually did play last semester, and I can't say it. I'm fucking it up. I'm getting all nervous, getting all hot and bothered. It's the first date. I'm all alone. It's my first one. Alone. And I'm nervous. Anyway, playing that in the daylight. I don't know why I made that Midsummer's Night Dream reference. I was going to go somewhere with that, and I lost it. I lost confidence in it. Anyway, so... We were playing, and one of the guys on my team, he was looking up in the woods, and he was looking at the other guy on the other team, walking through the trees, and all of a sudden, the guy walking through the trees kind of vanished, right? Because probably maybe he dropped down, so he couldn't see him. Anyway, the guy that was on my team, we've seen this happen, totally bought in, 100%, and started to believe that the fairies took him. Now, I don't know if you guys, if you're listening to this, maybe you're not in Newfoundland or don't know a lot about Newfoundland, but fairies are a legend of sorts, a folk's tale. And, you know, basically it was told, this might be totally wrong, and if it is, don't correct me, okay, motherfuckers? I don't want to get, actually, well, the fairies are made up for things that... I don't give a fuck. This is my version. Well, I'm pretty sure, like, the fairies are basically made to kind of scare children into behaving. No, you better be good. The fairies take you away, which is a fucking freaky ass motherfucking thing to tell a kid. A little midget thing with wings and shit. Anyway, so this guy, he was convinced that the fairies took the guy. He's like, dude, man, he disappeared, man. I was looking at him and he vanished, man. The fairies got him. He was convinced that the fairies got the guy. And this went on for a little bit. Until the other guy finally came back and was like, oh, man, look, I'm fine. Yeah, you are fine. This guy's flipping out that the fucking fairies are flossing your ass. So, that's, there you go. There's a stupidity story as a child. That wasn't me who thought that. He actually thought it, though. He actually 100% bought in that the fairies got him. Which is a freaky fucking thing to think about in general. But, yeah, what else I got? It is Wednesday, right? It is Wednesday. I did stand-up last Wednesday, and I'm on next Wednesday. So if you're listening to you should hear this before next Wednesday. I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be at Yuck Yucks doing stand-ups, so come on out. All right? $5. Show starts at 8. Anyway, I was here last week, and I tried some new did I try some new stuff? I think. I'm not sure. I kind of have this particular act that I've been doing now for a little bit, and I'm trying to get stronger. I've been talking about some exes over there, you know. This thing, it must be a fucked up thing about dating someone to stand-up comedy, you know. It was like when I was with the last girl I was with, she said, "We ever break up? Will you put me in your act?" And you know, I said no. Obviously, I'm not going to say yes. I am, because you're a bitch and you're stupid. You know, I'm not going to say that. But I mean, obviously, if you date a comedian, you know, someone that does stand up and you break up, then obviously, yes, this is going to get turned into material. Something about that relationship is going to get turned into material. So now I've been doing this bit about how. Do I want to burn the bit? I won't tell you the bit. I'll tell you the premise, because otherwise, why you won't. You wouldn't even have to go see me. You'll see my bits on here, so I won't tell you the bit, but I will tell you the premise. Basically, I talk about how she was gluten intolerant. Fucking stupid. Why? Where has that come from now? That's fucking everywhere. Everyone's I can't have gluten. Please get that flour away from me. It has me held hostage. Everyone is fucking flipping out over gluten. It's gluten, people. What's wrong with your fucking immune systems? Toughen up, you fuck. I seriously don't know. Like, gluten. Gluten, really? Gluten can take you out? Right? Like, can you imagine if that was a superhero's weakness? Right? Batman is fighting the Riddler. And, the Riddler comes up with a riddle of sorts. Hey, Batman, if you're in Russia, hold on now. If you're in Russia, you'll see Putin. I know your weakness. Here's some gluten, right? I mean, just imagine what the shitty ass movies that would come out of that. Spider-Man gets led into a wheat field by the hobgoblin. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh my god, no, it's fucking wheat. It's like gluten essentially is. Gluten is in everything. The late John Panette, actually, he became intolerant to gluten. And it's always tricky when you know, because every joke has been done. That's why I do a lot of jokes that are personal, because he can't, because they copied it. Like, I do a bit about Plenty of Fish, but my bit about Plenty of Fish is about the fact that my grandmother once got it, which is completely true, right? Like, I wouldn't do, because it's kind of hacky if I'm just talking about Plenty of Fish without some kind of personal thing, because it's the online dating has been touched on so much by so many different comics. So if I didn't have anything personal to say about it, I wouldn't do it. Most of my bits are about personal things, which I highly recommend. I mean, if you want to start a comedy, like, personal bits are the most unique bits, something that someone can't copy and someone can't say that you did copy. But the gluten thing is unreal. I mean, fuck. It seems like it's swept the nation. It seems like people all of a sudden they banded together and their fucking intestines were like, fuck this, fuck gluten. I had enough of that, bitch. You know, it's like, just have some pizza. Okay, and people do. People get I don't know if there's something you can die from, but people get allergic reactions and they inflate, and they float away. And that's how I broke up with my last girlfriend. I gave her some gluten, she floated away. But so yeah, I got that bit now. But fuck gluten. Right, I can eat gluten. Ever eat something and be like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. Like I've had a lot of bread before, and and I felt like I kind of inflated. I gotta go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym once. That's not true. I've been there once, and I fucked around. I didn't do anything. I just fucking went over and punched the punching bag for a little bit and left. I got winded and left. Pretty bad, man. Like, I actually have not been to the gym to work out ever. I used to have a treadmill at home, and I used to hop on that every now and then, and feel my tits hit my chin. But did I stop? But it's bad. I always say, right, I do the thing that's like, oh no, man, I'll stop and I'll eat better. I'll start eating better. I'll start eating better tomorrow, and it never happens. Never happens. I gave up Coke. I gave up soda for over a year or longer, and then maybe I think it was longer, maybe 2 years or so. And then lately, I've been on it. I'm back on the Coke or soda. Wow, Coke. That could have been misconstrued for a drug. I'm back on this soda, soft drink, pop, whatever the fuck you want to call it, wagon. That's so unhealthy. I got a Coca-Cola sitting right in front of me right now. It's very unhealthy. You feel your teeth just rot out of your head. But that's it. It's pretty bad. My diet is shit. And I always say I'm going to change it. And a buddy of mine is, I'm going to go to the gym. And this is true. And how long did he go for? 10 minutes. He goes for 10 minutes and leaves. That's not even worth going to the gym for 10 minutes. 10 minutes. He doesn't like, and all he does is get on treadmill. He doesn't like running outside. But I can't say much. I don't even go. So, and I play hockey. I'm a goalie, right? And my cardio is shit. Shit, I tell you. I tried to do suicides one time. I think I died. I think I seen the light, and I came back. Amazing grace. I think that it's fucking, man. It's embarrassing. I think I have tits. I was thinking about doing that for a little bit as a bit. Like seriously, walk downstairs, walk upstairs, and you feel tits. You feel this. Louis C.K. has a nice. He has a funny bit about that. Not about going upstairs, but about having man tits. And it's pretty bad. It's embarrassing. When you start to feel yourself like that, with tits, a man is not supposed to breastfeed. I don't know if except that one on Oprah at that time, but a man in general isn't supposed to breastfeed. That's why we have nipple hair, isn't it? Isn't that why we have nipple hair? Do I have my evolution fact right on that? I'm just going to cry. I'm going to just do this podcast so I go and cry about my own man tits. So yeah, I got to start going to the gym. I just don't have money. If I had money, I would hire a personal trainer. I need motivation. And I checked into it one time. I was like, yeah, $300. Oh my, fuck, no. No, thank you. And it's my jeans, most of my pants are tight. You know that? I gained weight in the last year. I'm not even a big guy, but I'm big. Like I've it's not really that noticeable, I guess, but I notice it. You notice it, when you sit down and your stomach touches the floor. Well, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean. Like it feels like I don't know. Really, I actually gotta go to the gym. I want to be my gym buddy, huh? Michelin Man, maybe. You can do it. We're almost 20 minutes in. Not bad. Not bad. We're a third of the way through. See that math? And to believe that I failed math in high school. Please, motherfucker. Had a couple of interviews, guys, for some jobs. Some summer jobs at some summer camps. Which I was a camp counselor when I was 16, 5 years ago. I was a camp counselor. And man, listen, it's a good job. You know, they're fun jobs. Occasionally you get the scatter kid that, you know, you want to choke slam. But, not that I ever would. But the fun jobs, you'd stay outside, you get to pay well. You get to fucking boost your ego because you're playing these sports against little kids. And just the length of my stride alone can beat them. You know, that's the thing, too. Like, when I play sports with little kids, I don't fucking take it easy. Fuck that. They gotta learn how to get... Listen, you only get better when you face someone better than you. If you're playing shitty people, not even just a sport, in anything, if you're constantly going up against someone that's crappier than you just to boost your own ego, you're never going to get better. You have to play people that are better than you to get better. Right? And that's my reason. I'm sticking to it. I used to kick the kid's ass in soccer, man. I was the shit. I was the David Beckham. You know, is he still good? I don't even know. I don't follow soccer. Football. And, yeah, I play. Actually, one time this kid actually tripped me up and I did a full-fledged front flip. That's right. Front flip. Landed on my back. Did anyone ask, okay? No. Did I just cheer because Tommy scored? Oh, my gosh, Tommy, you're so good. You really? He almost... took me out. He went for the knees. This dirty fucking 2 minutes in the box. Penalty box, that is. Not like a cardboard. I didn't put the kids in a box. That'd be a fucked up way of discipline. I used to send him to the corner. That's what I used to do. I think I sent a kid to the corner one time and he cried. What would you cry? You know how many times I got sent to the corner when I was a child? In primary school? Primary school? My music teacher when I was in primary was a cunt. And, do you guys like that word? It's a strong word. I said it the other day, and someone's like, oh my gosh, the C word. And, anyway, sorry guys. I got cutting gums in my tits in the mirror. No, I'm joking. Anyway, so now it's Mirror. A little shout out to Bill Burr, his podcast. When I was in music, in primary, like I said, my teacher, bit of a bitch. And I got sent to the corner almost every class. I used to do the cliche thing, right? You go in the corner, and you look up, and you count the tiles. And it was, I don't, even when I punish the kid with the corner thing, or discipline him, I guess, punish is a bit of a stronger, the punisher, stronger word. But even when you discipline people now, and even back then, I mean, you get sent to the corner, you know? You get a moment with your thoughts, right? You get to plan out your day, right? Maybe you got to go home. Maybe you got to pet the cat, right? Or maybe you don't have a cat. Maybe you have a lizard that you tried to pet one time, and it bit you. I had a lizard one time, and this is true, it escaped. I had it in a fish tank thing, and not filled with water, obviously, but I didn't leave the top on because I didn't think it'd be able to fucking get out, and it got out overnight, and I haven't found it since, and that was years and years ago. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it got into walls or just left. You know, it packed up and peace out, bitches, just fucking left. Just seeing a lizard walking down the road with a fucking suitcase and a hat. But yeah, that happened. That happened. What was I talking about? Getting sent to the corner. Stupid. That's stupid. I don't know. Music. When I was in, I think it was junior high, my class was the worst class in the school, easily. And we were told it by numerous teachers. And we were so bad in music that the music teacher. Now, like, it wasn't a huge class. Like, she didn't have to yell or anything, but we made her yell because we were that bad. Just telling her, shut the fuck up! Shut up! And she yelled so much that we fucked up her voice so bad that she actually had to set up a mic system, and she had to wear one of those fucking Britney Spears headset mics to talk to us. She actually told us that she yells at her kids because of us. Something to that extent. Really? That's a thing to tell another kid. Yeah, I don't get the corner thing. That's basically what I'm saying here. I don't get the corner thing, and it's stupid. It's stupid. You're just making the class look at your ass the whole time. It's very kind of sexual. It's pedophilish. Pedo something. It's bad. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But that's so is sitting on Santa's lap when you're a kid. That's weird. It's always been weird. Why are we talking about that? That's weird. Okay, all right. Let's just get off the rails. This mic hopefully sounds good. I'm actually holding it pretty close. I used it the first time with Derek's taking, and I'm using it here. I find if I hold it closer, I come off more clear and it's better. So it's expensive. So hopefully it sounds good. And hopefully you guys enjoy this podcast. There's my theme song. I want to see Spider-Man. I want to see Spider-Man 2. And I can't find anyone to go with. I have a friend from India, and he, there's a lot of cultural differences, and he says schoolboy a lot. If I ask him to do something that he thinks, he's older than me, and if I ask him to do something that he thinks is childish, he will say, I'm a schoolboy. I asked him to go see Spider-Man, which is not grown-ass men go see Spider-Man. I asked him, he's like, no, that is schoolboy. You're such a schoolboy. And he actually speaks like that. He has that cliche accent. And he won't go. He will not go. You're such a schoolboy. You're a schoolboy. We went, me and my friend, and bragged to see the Lego Movie, which was awesome, by the way, before you judge. If you haven't seen it, see it. There's one of the funniest movies I've seen in a while, honestly. And Liam Neeson was in it, for fuck's sakes. I'm not. Are you above him? No, you're not. Go see him. And we bring him in, and when it started, my friend, the Indian friend, so it was three of us, and he didn't know it was animated, I guess, and he looked at me, he's like, what the fuck? This is a fucking schoolboy. Let's leave. Let's leave. I'm like, no, I know what it is. What the fuck? I'm leaving. This is stupid schoolboy. And he left. And he came back after it was done. That's right. Really? Dude. And it was fucking hilarious. Hopefully you're listening to this. It was hilarious, you bastard. There's a word I don't hear too often. Bastard. I've cursed a lot on this so far. I've said cunt, bitch. I said bastard. This is really just, I gotta put a rating on this. X. I don't know, guys. It's hard to talk by yourself. I mean, I got my radio show too, which I do 2 hours, but I play music. There's goats around here. I spoke about that on my radio show. There's goats. People have goats, and they walk them down the fucking street like they're dogs. I would totally ride a goat to school. Wouldn't you ride a goat to school? I was about to make the the sheep noise for a goat because they're very similar to me apparently. What sound do goats make? Ever see the yelling goat? It's on YouTube. This goat, he gets when it just yells, and it sounds like it's talking to you. Or a fainting goat. Oh, first time I've seen that. It's hilarious. As a defense mechanism, if the goat is scared or feels threatened, it will just stiffen up and faint. It's fucking hilarious. No? Fine. Whatever. Anyway, people have goats here and they walk them. They walk them down the road. I've seen people walking goats down the road. Just like normal, this is every day. Here's my goats that we have. We have goats. Who has goats? What kind of animal would you have if you could have any animal? When I was a kid, I always, whenever anyone asked me what my favorite animal was, I always said rhino, and I don't know why. I didn't know why then. I don't know why now. Rhinos are pretty. See, rhinos are fucking huge in person. Huge, like they are monstrous animals. I seen a zebra piss one time. It's gross. It's something you don't want to see. Is the zebra's private parts fluctuating. It's gross. If you're still listening, you probably won't be now after saying that. But it's completely true. It's completely true. I seen it and it was disgusting. I was not a fan. Was not a fan. But rhinos are huge. I don't know why I said rhino, but I always did. I said that was my favorite animal. If I could have a pet, man, I don't know. Had to be something kind of big that, but you can still play with. Well, not really play with, but something that's like not like a sloth. Fuck that. Come here, sloth. But a half an hour for it to come fucking reach you. Snail, man. I want a snail. I don't know. Ever see stick bug? Those are cool. This is half an hour in, and this is what it's gotten to. But I don't know, something exotic, man. Maybe something maybe a parrot that can tell people to fuck off if I wanted to. You know who I've gotten into lately? I don't know why what I just said reminded me of this, but I gotten into Michael Bublé lately. And I don't know why. He just came out of nowhere, man. I even bought one of his CDs. He's good. He has a good voice. I don't care what you say. He's my man. Ooh, let me go home. Just haven't met you yet. This property Michael Bublé. But I don't know what happened, man. I like him all of a sudden. He does a lot of covers. Didn't Elvis get a lot of shit for that, for doing covers? He wasn't a real artist, man. All he did was covers. No, he didn't. Fuck you. Huge Elvis fan since grade 3. I dressed up as Elvis one year, and I went trick-or-treating for Halloween. And one of the houses I went to, the lady was like, "Oh my God!" And she freaked out. Elvis! I love Elvis. Can you dance for me? I don't know why she had a southern accent, but because I was here in Newfoundland. And she asked me to dance for her, and I said, "Can I get the candy?" And she, "Yeah, sure." And she gave it to me, and I left. I'm not going to dance. Not your whore. Not a strip club. Not a dance. Not your dancing whore. I mean, listen. By the way, whore seems to be a sensitive word lately. You say whore, and people flip out. You call all women whores? No, I'm not. No, I am not doing that, okay? I'm talking about one specific person, whoever that may be, in whatever conversation I'm having. And that particular person is a whore at that point in time. You know? Who would say that? All women. That's insane. I had a thing about that on my status a while ago, and people flipping out because I made fun of some. I said some whore flashed her tits. I mean, what else do you call that kind of person? Just gets alcohol and flashes her tits. What else do you call that kind of puberty? It's a puberty. You know, and I call her whore. I mean, first of all, I'm a comic. I'm joking. Okay, you say things like that for as a hyperbole, for more effect, and people made it as my status. I never get flack for my stand up in person. It's fucking when I post shit online, people's like, "Oh my gosh, he said whores. He means all women are whores." All women. No, I don't. The thread went on, and I defended myself for the whole day. You're alienating half your audience. Pretty sure I'm not. I'm pretty sure you're putting extra words in my mouth. And you're lying. I'm not that is shit. Apologizing for jokes is bullshit. You know. But I think getting offended like that, and even like the word cool. There's like figments of your imagination. Like there's no actual definition. If someone says, "Oh man, you're cool," like what does that mean? Cool varies from person to person. You could be cool because you play chess, or some other people who think you're cool because you play hockey. But you're not going to be cool to two of those groups. Usually, that's usually exclusive. Right? It's like getting offended. I'm offended by your words. You're just words. They can't physically harm me, but I'm offended. I don't give a fuck. It's a joke. Take a joke. Something me and Derek Sagan spoke about last week on the podcast. Pisses me off, man. Pisses me off. Okay, if you're going to get offended by shit, don't go to the show. Okay? The person there, I mean, there are people that go there sometimes to just offend people. But usually, when people go there, they just go there to make people laugh. They're not there to offend you. They're not there to insult you. They're there to make you laugh. And then people get all hot and bothered. Oh my gosh, he said the word. He said the C word. What, cunt? Big deal. Big deal. It's a joke. Take a joke. Pretty sure it's something that almost every comedian has gone through. Someone coming up to them and saying, listen, I know what you said there was, meant to be funny, but I just don't think it is. You kind of offended me. Yeah, I just thought you should know that. I don't care. Okay? All right, you got it? I care about the people who actually like my comedy, but I don't care about the people that just see me once and go, listen, I didn't really like that, which I haven't had a lot of, but when it does happen, it's kind of annoying. There's my spiel on that. It's just funny. Has this been funny at all? I just finished up shooting a short film with a buddy of mine who's another comic. And we'll actually be editing out soon. It's about a guy who goes to dinner at his girlfriend's house for the first time to meet her parents. And his penis is out. Now, I'm not going to tell you any more about that because it kind of has some twists and little turns in it. So if you want to see it, it'll be posted on Facebook. And you guys can watch it. It's funny. It's not just about a guy's dick being out. Oh, there's such a guy's humor. This is dick. But it's funny. It's we think it's clever anyway. I mean, we wrote it. It's a bit biased, but you should check it out. I've been making a lot of scripts, writing a lot of scripts, making a lot of short films. And so we're cleaning that up. It's fun. Hell auditions officially for the first time. We've done that before, but we actually got a room and actually hell auditions, which is pretty cool to be on the other side of it for once, and not being the one sweating bullets, whether or not you're going to get it. It's always the ones that you do well in, you never get. And then the ones that you do shitty in, you get. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, oh man, I nailed that. That was awesome. They laughed, and you get that cliche email. Hi, Gary. Unfortunately, we're not able to offer you the role at this point in time, but thank you for coming in. Please stay in touch. I look forward to working with you on other projects. You're just not right for this one at this time. Please understand. Thank you. Always the same generic. Just say you don't want me, man. Just say I'm not good enough for it or whatever. Fuck. I don't know. I hate it. But, I haven't been in a play in a while. So if anyone's been off a play, Done a lot of short films and stuff lately, but I haven't been in a play in a while. Last play I was in, what was I? I was in Lord of the Flies, which I almost always say Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Flies, half naked, wore shorts, and that was it for basically the whole play. This is back before I had the man tits. Otherwise, I would have wore a bra. If you guys want for me to answer any questions that you might have or anything, just feel free to message me on Facebook. Gary Lamkin, Check it out. Okay, check me out. Check me out. Oh my gosh, check me out. Check me out. That's weird. No. So I want to see Spider-Man. I told you about that. Tell you, man. Have you tried going on dates this day and age? And this is not even a bit. This is me actually talking. You talk to girls, man, and it's like, yeah, sir, I'll go with you. Day later, yeah, I'm not gonna go now. I just one of my legs fell off. Oh, did it? You did? Okay. Or the cliche, I'm just busy right now. Oh, are you busy? You weren't busy the other day when we went out and you agreed to go out again. That makes sense. Sure. Whatever. Awesome. This might be a short podcast, guys. I don't know if I can do another 20 minutes. I'm running out of material to talk about. How quiet it is. I did nothing today. I had an interview for a job. And I was just lazy around the house. I watched Spider-Man. Ever see Safe House with Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds? Good movie. One of my favorite actors. Denzel Washington. But Flight is a good one too that he was in. Liam Neeson, Denzel Washington, Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio, and who'd be my other one? It's always one I forget, and I always remember later on. I don't know who he is. I don't know. I'll come back to it if I remember. Batman. Thought of Christian Bale, and then the bat suits with the nipples popped in my head. Remember that? What was that? Batman Forever? Or Batman, the one with, whatever one had Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy. Well, he never played her, but she was in it. And they gave the suits bat nipples. Which I could see for the female, but why would you... The male nipple isn't that big usually. Why would you need an indent for the nipple? Unless you have tits. I would probably need one of those suits. Oh, man. The levels on this are going up and down. Hopefully it sounds good. Because if it doesn't, that's it. Because this is the one that you get, man. This is the one that you get. I'll have more shit prepared next time I do this by myself. This is kind of optimal. I actually forgot about it, to be honest with you. And I was thinking maybe I should just do it tomorrow and send it out a day late. But fuck it. I'm not doing nothing. I don't do nothing. I really want to try to get down to Boston and New York and do some stand-up down there. Place I plan to move once I graduate. Getting a BA for nothing. I don't know, guys. You know, I'm kind of fucking... I don't know. So quiet. I want people like I need to talk to someone every day. You know, at some point during the life. I feel like if I don't, I feel like I'm going to go insane. It's being cooped up. I have to watch another movie or something early. Oh. And I said, I just got a pain in my heart. And it's there again. Wow, I might die. This might be the podcast. This might be the famous podcast where I die. Ugh. Shouldn't have had... do you guys own a deep fryer? I own a deep fryer. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But I have a deep fryer. That I think most Newfoundlanders have a deep fryer. And I had some deep fried shit earlier. Not shit. But now it's beating up my heart. Oh yeah, the pain is there, man. It's feeling getting stabbed in the chest. This is awesome. While I'm recording a podcast, I'm having chest pains. I might even post this. This might be the one that goes in the vault. It gets released later on, years later. What you guys doing? And wow, I just fell asleep on this, and I posted it anyway. The last 15 minutes just me sleeping. 45 minutes in almost, guys. Wow, I've been talking for 45 minutes. by myself. I know what I'm gonna do. This is pretty bad. This is pretty bad. I don't know. I have no idea what to talk to you guys about. Uh-oh. Going on dates. Go on some dates, huh? Brutal. Being single is overrated. I hate being single. So it's cool for like the first little while, and it's like, all right, this. I'm not enough of this. Enough of this. I need to find someone. I got to get one of those body pillows. Cuddle it. Draw a face on it. I love you too. Oh my God, you're so soft. It's overrated. Right? The guys that like being single are usually the douchebag guys who just want to get laid constantly. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I could, I would. But I don't know. I'm not able to just walk up to someone and just do that, especially lie to them. You know. But actually, I was at a bar the other day last weekend, and this girl was pretty drunk, and you know, she's a good-looking girl, and she's sitting on this couch, and I was standing up, and we made eye contact. I was like standing right into the couch, and you know, I was maybe going to talk to her, but she seemed like she had too much alcohol, so I was like, no, I'm not doing that. Then I'm not going to talk to her, and so I sat down, and then so this couch is right by the dance floor. And then so she got up. She was sitting down, and then a certain song started, and she got up by herself and started dancing. But she never bothered to go to the center of the dance floor. She came over right at the edge of the dance floor where I was sitting by herself, doing these little sexy moves, like rubbing her head, and you know how some girls dance. They rub their thighs and do the ass thing, whatever. I don't know. I know what I'm talking about. And she was looking at me. She would look at me every now and look over her shoulder at me as if to say, come get it, big boy, even though I'm not a big boy. Come get it, medium, average size guy. And so I wasn't having it. I looked at her, you know, and I mean, in retrospect now, I probably, you know, I mean, see, it's Bill Burr talks about a lot of this, you know, about how you got to keep your dick in check, right? And it's true. It's completely true. Anyway, so I was at a buddy of mine, and he got up and he started dancing with this girl. So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go up and dance. Now, I never dance, okay? I even have a joke about it. I never dance, but I got up and I did what I call dancing, which is shaking my leg a bit and gyrating my fingers. That's how I dance. Like I have... I'm not going to say it. That was... They would have got a lot of people pissed off. Anyway, so she was sitting down at this point. She was back on the couch sitting down, and I was up with my friend was dancing with this girl, and I was up there. And so she decided to get up. She's with her friends, and she decided to get up by herself again to dance. But she never went away from me. She came over, and I was by myself. I wasn't dancing with anyone because people see me. Oh, my God, something wrong with that guy. Look at him. He can't dance. Where's his helmet? But she came over, and she stood in front of me and started kind of sticking out her ass and kind of, you know, doing the sexy dance right, like basically on my lap. And she gave me a couple of seconds, I guess, to respond, and I didn't give her anything. And she danced away into the night. She danced into the night. And then the Footloose song came on, and I went home. No, but it was funny because she's probably one of those girls that always gets the guy, right? That always gets the guy to touch her hips or whatever, and I didn't have it. I wasn't having it. I was like, nope, not today, missus. Not happening over here. Take that away. Even though I would totally bang you if you were sober, because you are good looking. But I feel bad. I would feel bad if I did that because guilt. I have guilt, and no thanks. But if you're sober, come back. But she was pretty drunk, so I didn't bother to. I mean, I have morals. You know, I feel like a douchebag. But she was good looking. And I would have... yeah. Nasty. I don't know, guys. So that was that. That happened. I did shots that night, and my voice was shot the next day from yelling. Hey, look at that girl over there! No, over there! What? Okay, yeah, I don't know what you're saying. So I didn't do it. And I went home. I don't drink a lot because I don't. I'll have a beer or some. I like what the people call girl strengths. There's such girl strengths. Listen, the girl strengths are fucking delicious. Okay. And this once I'll drink a beer. I'll drink beer, but I mean, beer tastes like ass. Who listen? I'm sure if a man could order a fruity drink without getting criticized for it, he would. Every man would, because they're delicious. I used to I don't know. They're delicious. So fuck off. 51 minutes in. Oh my. This is something. Can I go for another 9? I don't know, man. The Ice Caps are in the playoffs, eh? The Ice Caps are in the playoffs. Which I don't really care. I don't follow hockey. Well, I don't follow AHL. Follow NHL, which, again, Canucks, no, never made it to the playoffs. Panthers, because of Luongo, not even close. So, I guess I'm maybe going for the Habs, because they're Canadian, and Carey Price is pretty good. Maybe I'll go for that. I mean, who else am I going to go for? The Bruins? Fuck the Bruins. I guess I'm going for the Habs. Now people are going to hear this. Oh my God, go for the Habs! I know. I mean, I haven't been really following it because my team is not in, but I know that the Rangers are in, Pittsburgh. I want Pittsburgh to get eliminated. I fucking can't stand Pittsburgh. They won, what was it, 2-0, 3-0 the other night over the Rangers. And there was a headline. Sidney Crosby led the Pittsburgh Penguins to the win over the Rangers. Really? Rangers never scored. And I don't think Crosby scored first. And if he did, it doesn't mean he, as a team, I just hate how if anything good happens to the team, it's either, it's only a selected amount of players, and it's usually Crosby that they go, he was the shit. Crosby did it for us, I mean, what can you say? I mean, we have a bunch of other talented people here, but Crosby is the one. Fleury, overrated. Fleury is overrated. And I have a friend who loves Pittsburgh, and he even says he's scared of Fleury when he's in net. He's one of those goalies, man. It's just, he'll make a big save, and then he'll let in a shitty one. Which, I mean, I've been guilty of that in the past too, but I'm playing at the NHL caliber. So, make a save, Fleury, huh? How about that? How about you don't let the squeakers in? Makes a big glove save, and then he lets a little 5-hole sneaker. I don't know what happened there. My sentence fell apart. But that's it. Oh, wow. I went to buy ingredients. I tried to cook chicken biryani, which is an Indian dish, last night, and wow. Good thing no one's here to witness that, because that was embarrassing. I went out and I bought it. I bought all the ingredients, and as I was getting the ingredients, my voice cracked, and I was asking the woman where a certain thing was, and I was like, hey, we got... and I was like, oh, it's your puberty, and she laughed, luckily. But I came home, I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this, man. I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this recipe. And it was late. It was late already, and I was like, fuck it, man. I'm going to make it, and I hauled up the little recipe on the internet there. And I became, oh, yeah, I'm going to for Chef Ramsay now, motherfucker, yeah. And I started mixing this shit, and I burnt my onions up. And got this big pot of rice. I got a big bowl of rice in the fridge with nothing. Chicken biryani is basically rice and all these spices and chicken. And I got the rice. I didn't fuck up the rice. And so I got a bunch of rice and all the spices I fucked up completely. I started choking on the scent. It was so strong. It was that strong. Like, even when I watched it, and still, when I went out today and came home, I could still smell it. And I started to cough. I dropped to my knees. I fucked up and I didn't call my Indian friend, the same Indian friend I spoke about earlier, and he laughed his ass off at me. Because that's where I learned what the dish tastes like, because he cooks it, or his wife cooks it, and it was delicious. And so, white guy over here, who's 1/8 Asian, Chinese, try to make it, and I can't do it. I should stick to egg rolls or Newfoundland food, fish and chips, fry some shit, and get chest pains. Anyway, guys, that's the podcast for this week. Hope you guys enjoy it, and hope you tune in next week. And yeah, suck a dick. No, I'm not gonna end on that. But yeah, I'll hopefully have a guest next week, and I'll talk to you. Wow, I'm trying to end this, and I keep fucking up. Oh, I'm just gonna end it.